Today's episode of Inside Gaming Daily is sponsored by Skillshare. You can sign up in the link in the description and get a 2-month free trial. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday.
Happy Thursday! We don't do anything on Thursday.
That's the joke.
You shouldn't expect more things than you get already.
Stop.
Let's talk about Redbox's going out of business sale.
Oh, not you too, sweet prince. You're the last bastion of the ignorant bliss of my childhood.
Or late teens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that young.
Maybe 30s for Brian.
He's just sitting there in his little wheelchair hanging out with the kids. It's great.
My childhood is long dead. Redbox is like a child to me, so.
So this is like the death of a child. We should approach this with solemnity.
For sale, Redbox shoes, never worn.
So, okay, Redbox isn't exactly going under, not yet anyway, but they are getting out of the video game business.
They were in the video game business?
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
they're gonna remove games from their infamous kiosks for good by the end of the year.
I'm sure DVDs are on the firing line though, but you'll take my own collection of DVDs from my cold, dead hands. No, Mr. Digital, please don't take my copy of Fun with Dick and Jane featuring Jim Carrey. I lost my virginity to that movie.
Didn't we all? This is another sign of the game industry's unstoppable march to digital, and it's claimed yet another victim, war. War never changes.
What did Redbox have to say for themselves, Brian?
Well, in a statement, Redbox says it is permanently transitioning out of the games business and will just rent out movies from now on. So until then, you will be able to buy games through Redbox through the end of the year.
I was imagining the box talking. Anyway, this is a bummer though, because it's another sign that there really aren't that many places left to rent video games.
Yeah, Blockbuster has gone out of business, I don't know if you heard, along with most of the other video stores. While there are game rental services like GameFly, those usually involve a monthly fee.
Boo.
Boo.
Thanks for putting all the video stores out of business, Redbox, you smug red son of a bitch. Redbox can take all the great memories I have of Blockbuster though, like the time my dad wouldn't buy me Twizzlers, so I peed my pants in the comedy section. Probably also in front of either Anchorman or Fun with Dick and Jane.
It's a bummer because video game rentals used to be big business. They were an easy way to check out a game for a weekend without paying full price for it.
Did y'all ever rent a game? Just curious, because
Yes,
we used
yeah.
to rent them all the time.
I used to rent Echo the Dolphin like every weekend.
Yeah, I don't remember what I rented because I only rented dog shit.
God, remember when like Burger King and all those places had like those video game stations set up where you could fucking
Yeah.
play like Tony Hawk and stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Do they still have those?
No, probably
No,
not. It's probably like
definitely
a filthy iPad covered in shit and barbecue sauce that you can play Peggle on.
Thank God, I love iPads, but there's a bright side to all of this. They've got some pretty sweet deals if you can find them.
Yeah, we did some old school reporting and checked in on some Redboxes in Austin. Brian?
Yeah, I went to the Redbox near the Walgreens by my house. I bought some kids some beer and I checked out video game prices for you guys.
Very cool.
Did you buy your kids beer or some random children?
No, some random teens who had disposable income.
Yeah, and you know, the best part is they probably respect you now.
Totally. I feel like they were like, God, this guy's only like 3 years older than us. Is he legal too?
What was going down at the Redbox by the Walgreens by your house?
Yeah, so once I lifted up the sun visor, I found that they had Borderlands 3 for $17.99, Jedi Fallen Order for $24.99, best of all, Anthem for just $10.
What a steal!
Oh, all right, I gotta go to the Walgreens in Austin.
Yeah, this is like when a store is going out of business and they put a giant sign out front that says everything must go, which reminds me a whole lot of this guy. Hang in there, buddy.
Redbox has also been advertising deals on their website too. Of course, since it's Redbox, you're just getting the disc, not the original case. It's like the opposite of GameStop. So many youths cutting their teeth on shoplifting by realizing they've just taken a stupid empty case. Memories. And as far as Redbox goes, this is only while supplies last.
Hey, mister, can I have a beer? I've got all these game cases to trade.
I will give you the beer in a Ziploc bag, you will not get the can.
Yeah, but if you've been wanting to play something like Far Cry New Dawn, you can probably get a pretty good deal on it.
Yeah, we found one for just $13, although Jumanji the video game seemed a little overpriced at $18.
Excuse me, Connor, Jumanji the video game is a goddamn treasure. I will not stand for this.
I'm saying it's undervalued. 60 or nothing.
I will not pay less than $60 for this video game. So Brian, has Redbox said why they're getting out of renting games?
No, not at all. But again, you can probably thank digital for a lot of that.
God damn it, digital killed my family.
You want Jumanji?
You know what else you can thank digital for? God damn it, Skillshare. Down with school, in with the internet.
Internet school.
Yay. Today's episode of Inside Gaming Daily is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes covering dozens of creative and entrepreneurial skills. Premium membership gives you unlimited access, which is awesome, so you can join the classes and communities that are just right for you. Whether you want to fuel your curiosity, creativity, even your career, Skillshare is the perfect place to keep you learning and thriving. We all loved school, so keep it going. I actually genuinely did like school, and I feel as an adult sometimes, you can get a little off track with things you want to learn and things you want to do, so this is a good way to do things on your own time. So one of the classes that they have right now that I'm pretty interested in is called Style Your Space, Creative Tips and Techniques for Interior Design. I've been really about trying to get my apartment looking nice the past year or so, and it's more difficult than I thought it would be. So a class like this would help me trying to figure out what to do and how to do it, and it's taught by Emily Henderson, who's HGTV's design star. That's really cool. Okay, yeah, so I would probably look at something like this and learn some skills from that. Skillshare is also really affordable, which is great, especially when compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. So if you're someone who's looking to go into night school or something, this is gonna be way cheaper than that. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month, which is awesome. Because Skillshare is sponsoring this video, you can sign up with the link in the description and get a 2-month free trial, so you can check some stuff out, see if you like it. So you can sign up at skl.sh/insidegaming3, get a 2-month free trial. Again, that link is in the description. Thanks Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and thank you guys for supporting our sponsors.
It's no secret that there's been a massive change in less than a decade when it comes to how we buy games.
Yeah, if you look at the entire video game industry, including console, PC, mobile, social, everything, back in 2009, 80% of game sales were physical versus 20% digital. And by last year, physical sales were 17% and 83% were digital.
Yeesh. That was a surprise.
For a second time while you were laughing.
No. I don't have that kind of natural comedic timing. Last year, Sony said in a financial report that 43% of the PlayStation 4 software sales were digital in one quarter in 2018. I wonder which. And for the whole fiscal year, its digital sales were 32%. Ooh, how opaque.
You are tall, dark, and mysterious. You fill that
short,
role.
white, and an open book.
So Brian, if you look at some individual games, what's going on there?
They're even higher, speaking about digital sales. When Destiny 2 came out back in 2017, Activision said that more than half of its sales were digital. So that was 2 whole years ago. God only knows what they're like now.
Sorry, we weren't listening because we were actually doing something really funny.
I feel like I'm just a substitute teacher now that Lawrence is gone.
And I'm the class clown, most likely to fail out of college.
And I'm the teacher who's for some reason still in the classroom.
The actual new teacher's in the substitutes class going, boring!
Shut up! Some analysts have said that the entire industry could be all digital in just a few more years, and that's why we're seeing Microsoft coming out with consoles like the all-digital Xbox.
Diskless. And it's been devastating to traditional retailers like GameStop. Ooh, yeah, they've been hurt badly by the shift to digital. In fact, they just had another earnings report this month, and once again, the news was terrible.
Sorry, buddy. GameStop reported that its sales for the quarter dropped a whopping 26% from the year before.
Oh, that's really bad.
That's so bad.
That's a big old punch to the gamer nuts, collectively.
They've got retail AIDS.
Oh no. Investors were already predicting that sales will be down, but not as much as 26%. So bad across the board. New hardware sales dropped more than 45%, and software sales dropped more than 32%.
And this was for a period that ended on November 2nd, so we don't know yet how Black Friday sales were at GameStop, which is the most important shopping period of the year.
That sounds like a long period.
www.longperiod.com. What the f?
But if the Black Friday sales are also bad, which they probably will be, it'll be another terrible piece of news for GameStop. And it's a tough time for retailers, right, Brian?
Yeah, we're at the end of a console generation, at least when it comes to Sony and Microsoft. So people who want a PS4 or an Xbox One, they probably already have one. And that's terrible for GameStop because that means everybody's just sitting at home buying the games all digital. Nobody's coming in. Nobody's buying, a Hatchimal when they come in or a Snickers bar. So GameStop is screwed until they come out next year.
Yeah, they're hoping their fortunes will turn around, but that certainly seems like delaying the inevitable. GameStop, as it is, can't really survive the digital sweep. There's been reports that they're pivoting to esports and retro stores, but for now, they're hurting real bad. If you have either of you walked into one recently? Huge bummer.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It is just Funko Pops and Fortnite toys.
We're selling only Wii Fit boards from here on out.
We're pivoting to massage parlors.
As for Redbox, they're not in the same immediate trouble that GameStop is. They've still got their little kiosks boxes all over the place. Look what aliens will think of those little red boxes when the human race inevitably destroys itself.
However, their days may be numbered too, thanks to streaming services. They've been called Deadbox, and the next blockbuster for years now. Uh-oh.
It was reported last year that the market for cheap discs rented from kiosks shrunk 33% in the last 5 years.
Ooh. And Redbox was acquired last year by the private equity firm Apollo Global Management, which is never, ever a good sign.
No, not at all. Private equity firms are generally known for buying companies and then squeezing all the money they can out of them and then declaring bankruptcy because f them, who cares?
Just ask Toys R Us, which is also kind of back in a new form. Jeffrey, is that really you under there?
No, that's a zombie. That's zombie Jeffrey. He's not doing so good. Redbox also got into a costly legal fight with Disney last year, right, Brian?
Yeah, Disney accused Redbox of selling digital versions of its movies without permission, and Disney sued, and then they settled, and Redbox really had to take a big L. They agreed to stop selling Disney movie download codes. So, just like GameStop, Redbox has seen better days.
But they were one of the last really convenient places to rent games, so it's a bummer to see them going away.
In the meantime, though, I guess see if you can snag a cheap game or two. Oh man, are you crying?
No.
It's okay, Connor. Your youth is over. Just let it go, man.
I'm fine. My
Hey,
mouth.
don't get any tears on those game discs.
My mouth is just full of sadness.
What a little bit.
Hey.
Whoa.
And that's.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inskin. And for Wednesday.
It's Wednesday! God damn it, it's Wednesday. It's hump day, it's middle of the week, but also, oh, it's September 11th.
Let's give a soft one.
Just one for the troops.
I feel sorry for anyone tuning in for the first time ever to the show. Anyway, here we go again with another GameStop is dying story. Hooray!
Yeah, hooray! Everyone seems to really revel in this. So yeah, the giant retailing dinosaur moved one step closer to the extinction meteor yesterday after it reported yet another bad quarter. Actually, a very